Hey, what's up you guys? So today I'm coming back to you and I'm talking to you guys about tax refunds once again. This video I'm going to be telling you guys a few things, 5 things to be exact, on ways you should not be using your tax refund. So stay tuned for those 5 things. Okay, so the previous video I showed you guys and I talked to you guys about 8 to 10 things that you could do and how you should be using your tax refund, or how you could use your tax refund depending on your personal situation, of course. But this video is about 5 things that I found to be a commonality on how you should not spend or use your tax refund. So I'm going to just get right into it. Number 1, the first thing that I see a lot of people do around tax season is get a car. And that's probably the worst time to get a car, first of all, because a lot of people that sell cars, they may bump the prices up because more people are willing to pay because of the fact that they have a big lump sum that they can put towards a car. Now, this is more so specifically when you're buying from a lot and you're planning to put a down payment on a vehicle. That's probably a bad time to buy it. That's more than likely a bad time to buy a car. It's because they know, like, this is probably going to be the time where a lot of people coming in to purchase cars, and people are going to be putting down more than likely a big lump sum of their tax refund on that vehicle. Now, if you need to purchase a car and you have about $2,000 that you can use and put towards a car, then buy it from a private owner. Buy cash car. I've done it before a couple of times. My car now is not cash car. It was I purchased it from a rental. I purchased it from Hertz, actually, so it was more of a wholesale ordeal, whereas I can talk to you guys about my car later. Now, I didn't buy my car from a private owner in Arizona because I don't know anyone and I don't know like how to navigate. And I just really just wanted to go to a lot, and I got my car for a pretty fair price. But I didn't get my car during tax season. Of course, I got during the summer when I moved. So that's a long story. I could talk to you guys about that in another video as to why I decided this time around to actually just get a car off of a lot instead of a private owner. Yes, I do regret that decision. The second thing that I would definitely say not to do with your money is to gamble. Apparently there are a lot of people out there that when they get money, they think it's free money and it's just the government just gave away this big lump sum because they love us. Yeah, that's not it. They were borrowing our money the whole year, and that's why they're sending us money back, because we overpaid them. So they go gamble or they play the lottery. Those are some things that people do that do get a tax return back, be it a big lump sum or a smaller one. People still go gamble with their income tax. The number 3 thing, because I realize I'm not labeling this with numbers, so the number 3 thing that I would definitely say to not do or hold off on, depending on your personal situation. This does not apply to everyone, but if you're in debt and you're struggling and you haven't paid off your debt, don't have an emergency fund, you are kind of like flailing in the water, don't go on a vacation with your tax refund check. Apparently, I haven't been on a vacation. When I go on a vacation, I want it to be during the time of the year that I can just go on a vacation and not wait until I have my check to go and on a vacation. So that's another thing, like spending your whole, and if you have money, if you have some, maybe you need $500 extra, you have extra money, there are, of course, ways. Some people may disagree, but there are some ways where you can, finagle a little bit of a vacation in there, depending on your circumstances. But don't use your whole check on a vacation if you are in debt, if you don't have your savings account, if you don't have your emergency fund set up, because you want to be able to go on a vacation and not have to come back to a headache. That's what I'm saying. You get me? The 4th thing that you shouldn't do with your tax refund check, this might be a little weird, but don't put it into your checking account, because your checking account is automatically attached to your debit card. And when you are spending, a lot of people don't really make pay attention to their money like that when it comes to off of a card, because you can swipe your card, especially if it's a debit card. You can swipe your card to no end. If it's a credit card, it has a limit. But you can swipe your card and you can overdraft it. You can swipe your card and not really pay attention to how much money is in the bank. And if it's in your check-ins account and it's attached to that debit card, you can be just going right in and swiping and swiping and swiping and not realizing that you're eating up your tax refund. Also, make sure you put it into a savings account, a high interest savings account, so you can get more money back on your tax refund. Another thing that people do have a tendency to do during tax season is they tend to loan their money to family and friends that may be in need. And if someone is direly, like really desperately in need, and you know that they will pay you back, then whatever. But for me, I've never loaned anyone any of my tax refund ever, and I don't intend on doing it ever. I just have to reiterate that. Now, if I wanted to gift some money to some people just to say, you know, here, I appreciate what you did for me during the year, this, that, and the third, then yeah, why not? But I would say don't loan it to someone. If you decided to gift this to someone, that's fine, but don't loan it. Don't loan your my scalp itches. I might cut this one out. It's better to not loan it out to family and friends, because this is a time where everyone has, for the most part, a lot of people are getting money back. So that's that. That's it. Last but not least, the last thing I would say not to do with your tax refund is to make big ticket item purchases or to just splurge because you feel like this is free money from the government. It's not. It's money that you got back from the government because you overpaid and overpaid in your taxes. So I would definitely say not to splurge and just go buy a bunch of things, buy a boat and buy a big 90-inch television, or buy stuff that you really don't need. Me being trying to be a minimalist, of course, this is going to apply to everybody because I don't need a lot of things. And when you really think about it, we don't need a lot of things. There are some people that do, but I would definitely say not to spend your money on the things that does not really add value. Don't go buy $1,000 shoes because that's, what do you have to really show for that refund that you just received? And it's going to come in and go out as just as quickly as it came in. But for me, you guys know that I'm going to be putting towards my emergency fund and also paying off my debt as much as I possibly can with my income tax return. So that's pretty much it for my what not to do with your tax income, with your income tax refund. That's pretty much what I have left for that. Was not a lot actually. So I hope that you guys take a lot of tips from the other list of things that you should do with your tax refund. If you do disagree, if you have any tips or anything else that you want to add on to this list, please make sure you comment below. If you haven't subscribed already, if you watched this video to this point, I know you like me, so go ahead and subscribe. And if you are not a new subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and returning and watching this video and letting me into your life. I'll see you guys in the next video. And I might talk a little bit more about taxes because I'm going to be changing my tax withholdings again this year. I'm going to be changing my tax withholdings, and I want to talk to you all about why it's important to your tax withholdings versus getting a big check at the end of the year. So I want to talk to you guys about that, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.